I'm here. Is everyone here? Thank you for bearing with me. I was having a little technical difficulty with my cell phone. But we're ready. Jean, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I believe Ashley is clerking the meeting for you, so if you're ready to go, she is. You ready, Ashley?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great.
We can't hear you, Pernell.
Pernell, can you unmute?
Did we lose our committee chair?
He's here. Pernell, can you unmute? There you
Okay.
go.
All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me
Yes.
now? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, if we're ready.
Yes, we're ready.
Okay. All right. The Cuyahoga County Community Development Committee meeting is now called to order. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Calling the roll, Mr. Jones,
Here.
Ms. Stevens,
Present.
Ms. Simon,
I'm here.
Mr. Gallagher,
Here.
Mr. Brady. Mr. Brady's absent at the moment. We have a quorum. Also like the record to reflect that Councilman Miller is also in attendance.
Excellent. Is there any public, anyone signed in for public comment?
No, Mr. Chair, no one submitted any public comment.
All right. Can I have a motion for the approval of our minutes from the June 15th meeting? Hello,
So
can we
moved.
have?
Or
Moved.
second by Simon.
Excellent. Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Well, we have one item on our agenda today. Clerk, would you please read the resolution?
Resolution number 2020-0132, making an award on requisition number 44155 to CHN Housing Capital in the amount not to exceed $1 million for the home repair program for the period 7/1/2020 to June 30th, 2022.
Good morning, Sarah
Excellent.
Parks Jackson.
All right.
Sarah
Yes,
Parks Jackson with the Department of Development. This request is a response to an RFP that the department issued. It is an agreement with CHN Housing Capital for $1 million, which is $500,000 for 1 year and $500,000 for the next year, to provide home repair loans in an amount not to exceed $35,000. The low to moderate income homeowners in the Cuyahoga Urban County. The contract would be effective July 1st. The loans will be forgivable to those whose incomes do not exceed 80% of the area median income and also receive homestead exemptions. For all others, we will do deferred loans until such time as the property sells or transfers. With me today from CHN are Kevin Nowak, Dana Arrington, and Pat Kinney. And we are available to answer any questions you might have.
excellent. I'll open up to committee. Do we have any questions from the committee?
Sarah, Mr. Chairman, if I could ask Sarah a couple of questions, please.
Go right ahead, Cheryl.
You said urban county, Cuyahoga County is does that participating jurisdiction thing with the suburban entitlements. Is this excluding them and they've decided to do their own?
To the councilwoman through the chair, the urban county are those 51 communities in Cuyahoga County, which exclude the other entitlements, Cleveland, Cleveland Heights, East Cleveland, Lakewood, Euclid, and Parma, that we serve through an agreement with those communities for not only our CDBG dollars, but our home dollars. And we serve with our dollars, our allocation, those 51 communities. And therefore, that's who we're serving. We're not allowed to do the entitlement communities. And then there's 2 communities who have opted out.
But I thought there was an agreement with the suburban communities on their home funds.
This is the agreement. So they're included, but the Cleveland, East Cleveland, the entitlements are not included.
Those 2 are excluded. But
All the entitlements, East Cleveland, Cleveland Heights, Lakewood, Euclid, Parma, and Cleveland.
So did the county stop doing a home agreement with everybody but Cleveland and East Cleveland?
No, we still have the home agreement with Parma, Lakewood, Euclid, and Cleveland Heights. They get a separate agreement from us to do whatever activities that they want to do in their communities with those home dollars.
Okay, all right. Now, that's just what I was trying to make clear, because I knew that there was an agreement that certain suburban communities would work with you.
Yes, the home consortium still exists.
Okay, all
Yes.
right. But they opted out of this.
It's not really an opt-out. It's part of the county's allocation of the
Okay,
home
so there's
dollars.
separate allocation, and
Yes.
they did not decide to put their dollars with this.
That is correct, yes.
Okay, all right. I just wanted that point of clarification, Mr. Chair.
All right. In fact, Sarah, I'll repeat again the two cities that chose not to opt in. What were those 2 cities?
Mr. Chairman, Brecksville is one. I can't recall the other. I can look it up, but we have two communities in Cuyahoga County that for years have not participated in the urban county.
All right.
Could you,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, could you
Yes.
email us those 2 communities?
I certainly can, yes.
Right. All right. So tell us, Sarah, were there any other bidders to this contract?
No, Mr. Chairman, they were not. Actually, the one bidder to this contract was NHS of Greater Cleveland, and NHS of Greater Cleveland is now CHN because they merged during the time that we were negotiating the results of this RFP. And the proposal that was put forth by NHS is the same proposal that CHN is adhering to and agreeing to through the merger.
All right. The Department of Development was actually doing this work in-house at one time. Is that correct?
Yes, we were. And due to the other services that CHN and at the time NHS could provide, we thought by outsourcing this, it provides greater opportunity for our low to moderate income residents to have a one-stop shop where not only can they get their home repair assistance loans, they can also access other assistance that they may need.
All right. Sarah, is there anything else that any of your presenters would like to share with us?
I don't know, Kevin, would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Mr. Chair and councilpersons, we appreciate the opportunity to sit in with you today. As you know, home repair is a very valuable resource, and it is a resource that is needed throughout Cuyahoga County, and particularly for the residents of Cuyahoga County that are 80% of the area median income or less. We anticipate that these dollars, will be deployed fairly quickly, and that there will be a continuing need after we get through these dollars. We're hopeful, that we'll that we'll be able to address the residents that need their time, need their homes addressed. And that then from there, what we'll be able to do is come back and talk with you about the learnings from it, and see for in the future, as you're considering have additional resource for this, what data we found for any additional modifications that you may want to see for future programs.
Excellent. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin, share with us how much of this $1 million will be administrative costs to CHN?
Sure, Mr. Chair. It's up to 10%, correct, Sarah,
Yes.
of administrative cost?
Okay, excellent. Okay, thank you. Again, I open it up to committee. Are there any questions?
I do,
Yes,
Mr.
Councilwoman.
Chair. Thank you. Just a question about, and I know we've talked about this a lot, but I just want to get reassured of how the communities actually can access these dollars. How do they apply, and how, I know they know about it, but can you walk us through a little bit?
To the chair, through the councilwoman, it will be on the Department of Development's website. All of the urban county community building divisions, whether they have one, or housing inspectors, whatever they have, are aware of the program. CHN will also have it available on their website. I am on a conversation with First Suburbs Housing Group next week, and they will be made aware once we have approval, hopefully by next week, that the program is active. So those folks as well will be made aware of the program.
So another question about this is the cities are the ones who receive, not CDCs, right? This is different.
That's
Flow of money.
correct. This will go to the homeowners directly as a loan, and depending upon whether they are receiving the homestead exemption will determine whether that loan is forgiven or whether that loan is deferred.
I have a follow-up question. I just talked to my neighbor who's applied for a grant, and it might have been through a CDC, I don't know, but he was told that all the money had run out, and to do something with his garage. I'm not sure he went to the right place, or is that true, the timing? If it would have been in the last 30 days. I live in South Euclid, so maybe he did. I just wanted to see why he would be told that.
Councilwoman, I would have to check with the folks at South Euclid.
Yep.
And find out what program maybe he was referring to. I don't believe it would be this one, but if it is, we can get him the appropriate information.
Yeah, so maybe he didn't have information because the money's there through this program, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, that was my question. I can go to South Euclid too, but I don't think he had all the opportunities in front of him, unfortunately. Thanks.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Councilwoman?
I don't know who can answer this best, but what is the estimated number of residents that they can serve with this pool of money?
Through the chair to the councilwoman, right now we are estimating approximately 22 per year, and that's with the $35,000 loan maximum plus any activity delivery cost. So it's $500,000 a year, $35,000 maximum. So we're looking at approximately 22 homeowners that would be served per year.
And that number would go up if the average was 20,000 as opposed to 35.
That's correct. And we anticipate that some loans will not all loans will be at the maximum amount. So the probability that that number will increase is very high.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions from the committee? All right, well, if I hear no further questions, is there any request for suspension of rules?
Yes, please.
Mr. Chairman, are you looking for a motion?
Yes, I wanted to know if we can do 3 readings, or if you need anything faster than that.
Mr. Chairman, I would prefer a suspension of the rules as we would like to get started as soon as possible and get this information out and get homeowners, especially during this construction season, started.
Mr. Chair,
right.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Sonny.
So it looks like the contract needs to be passed, like it looked like, is it 7/1 the commencement date?
That is
Sarah?
our effective date, yes.
Yeah, so we need to do the suspension. I think Councilwoman Stevens was gonna make a motion that I can second, if that's okay, Mr. Chair.
Second reading suspension is the request. It sounds like an
So-
admirable
So
request.
moved that we move forward with the home repair program for the period 7/1/2020 to 6/30/2022.
And I'll second that.
All right, moved by Councilwoman Stevens and seconded by Councilwoman Simon. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Kevin and Ms. Dana and Pat. We appreciate your input today. And at this time, is there any miscellaneous business? If not, all right. If nothing else holds our attention, our meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
bye.
welcome now. All right, take care.
Thank you.
George.